Yo, what's up, everyone? Original OC here with you on the Original OC channel. It is Tuesday, the 20th of May, 2025. Hope everyone is doing well. We're doing a special afternoon stream live from OC Patio. Let me just do a quick comms check. Quick comms check. How is the audio? Let me know how the audio is, guys. And let me do some quick administrative things here. Boom. Do that. And all right. Get this show on the road. Get this show on the road. By the way, breaking news, MBNF has launched another model that nobody will care about. MBNF just launched a new model that nobody will really buy. But if you think people will buy it, let me know in the chat or jump on the panel. Jump on the panel. Let's pin the link. Boom, the link is pinned to join the panel. Let's say hello to the audience. Everybody who's watching right now, please type in a comment so I can personally greet you. We have SE, member of the OC channel. He is here, and he's first. What's up, SE? By the way, if you have a star next to your name, you are a member. I appreciate it. Check to see if you have a free member milestone chat. You have free super chats for the month of May. Do that by clicking on the currency icon next to the chat. Use your free May super chats before they expire. If you don't have a star next to your name, link to become a member is in the chat. And SE reminds you to upvote. By the way, we have a new feature that we are launching here on the Original OC channel. I want to give a big shout out to my partners at YouTube. We're beta testing a new feature for them. It's called live comments. It's called live comments. If you type in a comment, I think the comment will appear on the screen. So it won't just appear in the chat, but it'll actually appear on the screen. If you guys want to type in some comments, let's check it out. Let's test it out. Type in some comments, guys, and let's see if it works. So upvote the live stream. Let's get to 15 likes right out the gate. 15 likes right out the gate. Mr. Ghost, who is a member of the Original OC channel, is here. Hey, OC and SE. By the way, Mr. Ghost, I think he's coming to Dubai. Mr. Ghost, are you coming to Dubai? Please confirm in the chat. SE reminding everybody to reach for the crown. If you're a member, use those free custom emojis. Check it out. Got Red Shovel in the chat. Good evening from the UK. There we go. Look at that. SE's testing out the new feature. Comments on the screen. Check it out. See if it's working for you guys. See if you can see your comments popping up. It's an exclusive on the original OC channel. We're doing live comment overlays. They want me to test this feature and see if you guys like it or not. So just if you could let us know if you like this or not. I know that my partners at YouTube are watching this, and they want to see your reaction. Cool. We got great comms. We got great audio. That's good to know. Who else do we have here? We got middle class guy. Constant Kwong is in the chat. What's up, Constance? He's on YouTube as middle class guy, a member of the OC channel. Good afternoon. Good to see Mr. Kwong here in the chat. Truly representing the middle class. Middle class. And by the way, these MBNFs are aimed squarely at the middle class. This new feature, by the way, we're beta testing for YouTube. The goal behind this is for a lot of people who, like Air King Ben, shout out to Air King Ben, by the way, people who watch my live streams. Actually, they found that a big percentage of people who watch my live streams are watching on the TV. So they're putting it up on the big screen and they're not watching the comments. So this is specifically designed to be able to broadcast the live stream to your big screen. And so you can actually see the comments rolling up while you're watching on the big screen. So I think you guys are going to like it. If you guys are watching on the big screen, can you do me a favor? Take a picture of it with the comments rolled up and do a screenshot and send it to me on Instagram or on WhatsApp, and I can share it with my YouTube team. And I might share it to social media if it's okay with you. So let me know. Got Mike S in the chat. What's up, Mike S? Red Shovel confirming. Yes, the comments are appearing on the screen. Got Russell996, who, by the way, is one of the greatest Patek collectors of all time. We're going to be buying a Patek Philippe live on the stream today. We'll be buying a Nautilus or an Aquanaut. Based on your guidance, we'll be buying it live in real time. And I'm not kidding. This is not shtick, guys. I'm actually going to buy an Aquanaut or a Nautilus live during this show. If we receive $100,000 in super chats in the next hour. It's a stretch goal, but I think it's doable. If we can get to 100,000 in super chats, I will buy a Nautilus live on the air. Russell, are you selling any Nautiluses from your collection? Any Nautili? I'd love to buy a pre-owned piece from you. If you could just message me on WhatsApp or on Instagram, and if you could just humbly make one of your pieces available from your collection to sell at a friends and family price, OC friends and family price, I'd really appreciate it. Because when we get the 100,000 in super chats, which is coming, I'll just use that to buy one of your pre-worn pieces. It's a great feature if you could comment without having the live chat open as well. Are you broadcasting to the TV, or are you watching on the phone or the desktop? Because actually on the desktop, I think you can even maximize the screen so you're not seeing the chat. And on the TV, I think you can just see the screen. So I think it's designed for those people who are streaming to their TV. Got Goldfinger 0808 in the chat. What's up, Goldfinger? Let's see who else we got here. We've got Mr. G in the chat. We've got Wristwatchholic. Good afternoon. We've got all the Patek owners. We've got Patek owners and future Patek owners in the show. By the way, is this image appalling to you guys? Should I take this off the screen? I'm happy to remove it. I'll remove this image for a $5 super chat. Just, about any super chat or super sticker, and I will happily remove these awful MB. They're not awful, but come on, guys. No one's going to buy these. No one is going to buy these. Russell 996. Yes, I have some for sale. Awesome. Thank you very much. Just send me pictures of all the pieces that are available for the original OC family and friends and family price, and I will put in my order. As soon as I get to 100,000 in super chats by 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll be purchasing a Nautilus directly from you. Just send me a few pics, whatever you have. We have Mr. Ghost who says, I can sell you my 5167A. That is a stainless steel Patek Philippe Aquanaut with the black dial and the black rubber. I don't know. I don't know if that's the one I would buy. I don't know. I mean, great watch, fantastic watch, and the prices are going through the roof on new, fresh card, unworn pieces. I think they're going for over 65,000, I believe, for fresh 5167s. Got Andy Lewis in the chat. What's up, Andy Lewis? Thank you for being a member. Thank you, Magic City, for being a member. Good afternoon. We have over 30 people watching, guys. 30 people watching. Let me just check the YouTube, and we have my YouTube partner standing by. We are officially the highest rated live stream on YouTube right now. We are double the number of viewers of the next highest stream, which is a kind of a hate stream, but don't worry about it. So we are double the number of viewers of the hate streams. I love that. Got Vimal in the chat. What's up, Vimal? We've got CQ the Watch Guy. CQ, what's up, chat? CQ, we're going to be buying a Patek Philippe live on this live stream. We'll do it in real time for everybody. All we need to do is hit 100,000 in super chats. And we will make, that's right, SE says we're making history here. We're going to make history. The first live purchase of a Patek Philippe. Now, listen, I want you guys to do some research for me, because I can buy this anywhere. I can buy it from 1916 Company. I can buy it from David SW. I could buy it from European Watch. I could buy it from CQTheWatchGuy.com. You never know. But I will be buying a Nautilus or an Aquanaut of my choosing. Maybe, can you guys help me choose the right reference? I will be buying one on today's show live in real time, with the caveat that we need to achieve at least 100,000 in super chats. And I guarantee you guys, on my honor, that all 100,000 will go towards the purchase of the new Patek Philippe. Listen, if we don't hit the 100,000, not a problem. I won't be buying one. But I'll tell you this, I won't be buying one of these MBNFs either. I will not be buying an MBNF. SE asks, will you buy it at retail? No, I will not. It's impossible. They're impossible to get at retail, SE. So I will buy it from a secondary dealer. Maybe I'll buy it from CQTheWatchGuy.com. Up CQ. Check out. Check 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear me or no?
Yep, we got you. We got you.
You rang, so I'm here.
We're testing a new feature, by the way, here on the channel. It's called live comments. So we're not only can you comment live in the live in the chat, but those comments are being pulled up on the screen for everybody. What do you think of
that?
Yeah.
And is that every single one, or are you choosing?
No, I'm not choosing. I'm not choosing it there. Just I can turn it on and off. Like, so I can, I can toggle it off. Let's say there's like a bunch of comments I don't like boom, see ya, and then I can just turn it back on. And when people type in the chat, their comments will appear. Huge shout out to Jonathan Smith at VOC. You've got Peruka in the chat. Peruka, I bet, loves these new MBNFs, these new, more affordable, more aesthetically pleasing,
How
more
much?
wearable MBNFs. Well, I'll let the chat get. I haven't read the article. I'll be honest. Like, I don't like MBNF, so I didn't even read the
Why?
article.
Why don't you like MBNF?
I don't like the aesthetics of MBNF. I don't like those small.
Fair.
I don't like those small dials, the small time dials. If I were to buy a
Fair.
watch with a small time dial, it would be a Breguet Tradition. You know,
I think that's fair. So it's more aesthetics than anything else.
more aesthetics. I also, I think they've done a reasonable job making the pieces that are actually aesthetically good looking, like not with those giant snow globe domed crystals, and a 45 millimeter or 50 millimeter, whatever the normal sizes they make. Like, I understand, based on what I've heard, as that these are 38 millimeter in circumference, so they're far more wearable on the wrist. They don't have that giant snow globe dome. They're not as polarizing in terms of the movement and the bridges and all that stuff. It's kind of more conservative, and the prices are extremely affordable from what I've heard. And I mean, very, very affordable, even for the average entry-level collector to get in on the independent game. So we'll be reviewing the prices shortly. Again, I haven't read the article, so I don't know what the prices are. But huge shout out to SE, who is has started with 10 euros. We're gonna buy a Nautilus or an Aquanaut live on the stream today. And we are now, that's right. All we need now is $99,990. We have a $100,000 goal. So SE has contributed the first 10 euros. We have 99,990 to go. We can do it. Here's the first 1/1000th of 1% or 10,000th of 1%. You guys get the rest. Come on, we can do it. Let's do it, guys. It's a little bit of a stretch goal, but guys, don't look at it like something that it's unattainable. We can fucking do this. Don't be, come on.
Listen, if CRM is able to get, $100,000 every month for what they're doing, I believe in us. I believe we could do it.
We can do it. And we got CQ on the panel. He can help source one from the best place. We're not gonna compromise. We won't compromise. We're not gonna buy a 2013 Nautilus. Fuck no. We're gonna get you guys the best Nautilus that 100,000 can buy. We'll squeeze these secondary dealers, so the juice is coming out, and they're giving us brand new Nautiluses with fresh cards, new clasps, updated movements, blue dials, Tiffany stamps. We're gonna shoot for the moon, guys, and we'll get it all for 100,000. We've got 99,990 to go. Let's fucking do this. Wristwatchaholic says yes, these new MBNFs are affordable, only 70,000. There you go. Now I have another announcement to make. I am partnering with my good friends at Squarespace. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Fuck those guys.
Wow, that's a great plug.
Absolutely fuck those guys. But I am partnering with my good friends at Cased in Time, and they have a new case that's absolutely awesome. It's the NASA Moon case. This is a collaboration with NASA. Okay, I'm not kidding. This is an actual collaboration with NASA. It is a new NASA Moon watch case. It's absolutely phenomenal, and you can get the biggest discount available by using promo code OriginalOC. These make the perfect gifts for dads who are watch collectors. They're the perfect gift for graduation. They're just the perfect, if you are a fan of like the Speedmaster or space travel or the moon landing or anything related to space, and you collect watches, this new NASA moon case is absolutely incredible. It's got all of the features that you would expect from a case in time case. It is, if you have a collection of moon swatches, or maybe if you even have one moon swatch, this is the perfect travel case for it. Check out casedintime.com. Go to casedintime.com. Use the promo code ORIGINALOC. You will get the biggest discount available. Act now, because the promo code may expire at any time. So check it out, guys. I will leave this banner running on the bottom of the screen, and we'll revisit this page from time to time. But please check out casedintime.com. Promo code ORIGINALOC. You'll get a massive discount. The biggest discount they offer anywhere on their website is through the Original OC promo code. It's the new NASA moon case. It's pretty cool. All right. Now, back to my favorite new release, the new MB&F. I don't even know what this is called. I think it's called like MB&F Special Watch 1000 or some stupid goofy name. We'll go through the article if you guys want me to. Otherwise, we are probably going to talk about Patek. We'll probably search for my new Patek Philippe. If you just joined us, there's over 40 people watching. Let's get to 25 likes, guys. 25 likes. Just joined about the stream. Got D Wood, who says a Nautilus-shaped birthday. It's not my birthday. Nautilus-shaped birthday cake would be pretty cool. It's not my birthday. I'm just buying a watch because now is the time to buy Patek. CQ, have you been paying attention over the last week? The last actually 48 hours? Okay, maybe the last 5 days. To the prices of fresh card, new. I can't say new because they're not technically new. They're pre-owned, but in unworn condition with fresh cards, fresh papers, Nautiluses and Aquanauts. Have you seen the prices?
No. I haven't. I don't look at certain things unless people are asking me for it.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's like, because like you see these prices, and then when you actually go to buy it, then it's like, oh wow, that one sold, So it's like, all right, what have you seen?
Right, we're seeing the prices of Aquanauts creeping up pretty significantly. The new, a fresh, unworn 5167A, which is just the standard steel Aquanaut with the black dial, black rubber strap. Those are approaching $70,000. 70,000. Wow. Yeah. We're seeing Nautiluses at show, with big premiums for fresh dates and unworn condition. I might pull up Facebook. I might pull up Facebook and show you some incredible prices. There's the Tiffany & Co. stamped Pateks are going for big prices. Okay, I'll pull it up. Let's check out Facebook. Let's go to Moda. Let's go to Moda Watch Club.
Are people buying at these new prices?
That is a fair question.
I just think for you to pay higher than what you would pay 2 months ago for anything that is not a very limited production watch or brand is not smart. It'll just come back down because you're literally just bailing somebody. I guess for like the freshest of fresh, newest card, if you had to have it, if the month was very special to you, sure, but you're just bailing people out if you're paying an elevated price for something that compared to 2 months ago. Why? Right. Just because of the tariffs, those dealers still had it. They're gonna have it no matter what. So what energized you to spend more money today? Because this is what happened during COVID, right? It's the same thing. It's like first we dropped prices, then we raised prices, and then people were so happy that we were raising prices that we kept raising prices, and they kept getting more happy, and we kept getting more volume, and then so it's like you can see where it could kind of start again if if people have that extra money to just burn.
Right. Let's pull up Moto Watch Club. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. I'm going to turn off the live comments real quick. So we have here a 5711 with the white. This is the piano, known as the piano, the white dial Nautilus with the new movement, right? The 330 movement. This is a 2020 model, full set with tag and original receipt. 105,000. That's pretty high, right?
That's high.
That's high. You would expect to see these around 80 to 85,000, right? Something
exactly.
Like that.
Yeah, I saw them, mid to high 80s. These have definitely been floating down, even though I love the piano very much. But 105, why? Again, like if I saw it at 85, why today? What are you gonna tell me today that's gonna make me pay 15,000 more? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the tariffs, but that watch, show me you bringing that watch in from out of the country. If you can't show me that, you can't use that as an excuse. And then you can't use the whole mark. Everybody's doing it. Okay, you know what I mean? That's a little high to me.
It seems a little high to me too, but I think secondary dealers they're raising prices. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. By the way, Stefan in the chat says, bless you.
Thank you.
Says, I have that new NASA case. It's pretty cool. There you go. Stefan, who's a member of the channel, has this case. Check it out, guys. It's the new NASA moon case, available exclusively from casedintime.com. Check out the banner at the bottom of the screen. It's promo code original OC. Promo code original OC. Act now. That code could disappear at any moment. Although it's going to probably be up for at least 24 hours. So
I'm gonna grab that. That's cool.
Yeah. Listen, the shipping is expensive. I would do this. I would buy a bunch of them. If you buy a bunch, you'll get free shipping. So if you know 5-10 people who would really love this case as gifts, or if you want to just get it in one big group order and charge everybody individually for it, and then you get the free shipping, I think that makes a lot of sense. I bought a bunch of cases. I bought like 14 or 16 cases. I spent $500 of my own money. Well, your money, the members' money, buying a whole bunch of donuts, the cool donut cases from Case in Time, which, by the way, those are also available. But those are the promo code doesn't apply to those. So check out the promo code does apply to these new NASA moon cases. Back. Thank you, Stefan. I really appreciate your comment there. Whole Milk says, by the way, CQ is on all the streams today. Did you do a live stream today, or were you on a live stream?
I did do a live stream. Me and Jay, Jay, the retired watch guy, who's was also from 1916. So we did a kind of like a lunchtime stream, talking about what Swatch Group could do better, because this is you probably heard about the activist investor who's being voted on tomorrow if he's going to be on the board of the Swatch Group. And I did a deep dive into his group's pitch, and he actually has some very good ideas and analysis on the Swatch Group. So we just went on for a little bit and just chatted about that. Shout out to Whole Milk and SC who held me down in V-Mall, working on some audio stuff. But I think we'll do like a little, like a noon stream, a lunchtime stream once in a while. CQ
the watch guy on YouTube. Let's see. I got to make sure I got notifications enabled here.
Yeah, jump on.
The watch. Let's see. Boom. How do I do the notifications?
Well, as people should be doing now, you got to hit the bell.
I'm now subscribed, and I am enabling all notifications. Let's do this. Awesome. If you want to check out the CQ the Watch Guy's YouTube channel, boom, I'm dropping the link in
appreciate it.
The chat. Yep, check it out. Now I won't miss a stream.
Love it. Need you there.
All right, so this I will not be buying this one, guys. We're 99,990 away from buying a Nautilus live on the live stream. We have a $100,000 super chat goal. If we hit that goal in the next 56 minutes, we will buy a Nautilus. Maybe I'll buy it for Moda, but I won't buy this one. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what else we have here. Not this one. Here's a 5.24. Should I consider this one? Wow, 34,000. What do you think of this price?
Not a bad price. Not your style though. Like I could see you like once in a while if you really force yourself. Like, because you're actually like we've been, every stream I do with you, you get into the sartorial stuff a little bit. So you're a stylish gentleman, So I could see you figuring a way to put it together, but I don't think you'd wear this. Not for you.
Fair point. Let's keep scrolling. I want to look at. I don't want that ugly AP. Let's just keep scrolling through this guy until we can find a good Nautilus or Aquanaut in his collection here. Some more ugly APs. Got an ugly full gold Sky Dweller. Ooh, ugly Hublot. A lot of ugly watches. Hey, get to see a celebration dial. Let's see here. Let's do this. Here's what I'll probably do. Let me click on like this one particular. Hold on a second.
What did we do before Moda? Before the Facebook groups? What did we do?
What did we do before Moda? Let me click on this guy. Boom. Let's scroll through some of his posts here. Oh, we got the 5205. Nope, no, I don't like that one. There's the piano. Ugh, nope, that's not for me. That's the 5070. No APs for me. Oh, here we go. This I like. Here we go. A Tiffany & Co. Nautilus 5212. True new, unsized. Guys, someone reach out to Kelly. Someone reach out to Miss Blobbity Blobbity Blah. Unsized, full set from the original owner. Someone's a flipper.
I hate that unsized, blah, blah, blah. How do you know if it's unsized? It's been open.
Someone's a flipper. Now discontinued 5712 in steel with the Tiffany & Co. co-branding. With the Tiffany box, the original receipt. It could be mine. Now listen, this is 235,000. So the audience is going to chip in 100,000. I'd have to chip in another 135,000 to get this. This seems ridiculously high priced to me. I'm not an expert, but 235,000 for a 5712. What is this guy smoking?
Yeah, well, I'm looking to see if I can find a cheaper one, and maybe that's the. Oh my gosh!
Find me another one. Find me another one.
What's happened? Well, here's one for 142 out of where I don't know, out of some country. I can't figure it out. That's a lot, man. 235. That's. We ain't in 2022 anymore. We gotta stop
come on,
this,
man.
You're making you know what I mean? You're making the game look weird, And I'm not in the game. I want to stop saying that because I feel like I associate myself.
I'm thinking 150.
Yeah, there you go. 150, even $165. True new, maybe even $170. Okay, blah blah blah. But like 235, there is no meat on that bone. If I ever wanted to auction it off again, I'm paying all the money there ever was for that at 235. Like I just don't. For me, like if you came to me, OC, and say, "Hey, CQ, I think I'm gonna go ahead to buy this watch. I'm about to send a wire, but I want to talk to you first." I say, "OC,
it's Tiffany & Co. It's Tiffany & Co.
But did your entire family buy for? Like I had to go deep with you. Is there something? Did you have a big family connection with Tiffany & Co? What in this world could Tiffany & Co mean to you that you'd pay such a steep premium for this watch? It was fun before, but now it's like,
I know, but a lot of people just want the Tiffany & Co because of the rarity, right, and the collectability. Like at some point, 20, 30, 40 years from now, these will fetch super premiums at auction because there are so few of them. Isn't that what it's all about? By the way, we're checking, we're doing the live comments feature. It's a new feature launched exclusively for the original OC channel. Thanks to our friends at YouTube and StreamYard. We're showing the comments right on the bottom right of the screen. So type in your comments there. They'll be visible on the screen. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. Like, what would be my connection to Tiffany & Co? Nothing.
So that's what I'm just saying is like when you're selling watches like these, like if I'm selling it to you, right, you're buying this purely for the exclusivity, some investment value there. I just don't see this being a $270,000 watch.
Yeah.
So then why even buy it?
235.
No. But what I'm seeing in the future, if I bought it at 235, like if I'm buying something like this, I'm expecting that one day either me or my descendants will get to sell this and capture some of that value, right? Unless I just collect double stamped, right? Unless I'm that guy, which most people aren't. They just want 1 or 2 double stamped pieces. So in my head, if I buy this for 235, I need to be able to squeeze out 250, 260, and I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before, but that's just there's so much other watches you could get into that at least the outlook is a little bit better.
Here it is on Chomo 24 for $220,000. Same thing pretty much, right? 5712 with the Tiffany & Co. So 235 sounds like pure, unadulterated.
No papers.
Oh, no papers.
Yeah,
original box, no original pay. Yeah, can't trust that one.
Was it born at Tiffany & Co? Was it stamped?
Yeah,
somebody,
fake stamps, guys. Got to beware of fake stamps. We got BW in the chat. What's up, BW? Got Dr. Kevin Moore. What's up, Dr. Kev? If I may call you that. Mr. Tudor to you is in the chat. Well, who else we got here? 50 people now watching. Guys, upvote the live stream. Let's get to 30 likes. Let's get to 30 likes. This is the top performing live stream. We are now the most popular live stream streaming right now about watches with a Cased in Time promo code visible in the banner. It's an exclusive club. Got John D. What's up, John D? Says good afternoon to everyone. What's up, John D? Okay, so this one's a little bit out of my budget. So let's skip this one and let's scroll, see if we can find another Aquanaut or look, we got some dress watches here, but let's skip them.
Ooh.
Unless you want to see them. Are you interested? No, okay. Right. Nah, they're dress watches. 5961. Woo!
I feel like
factory.
That's expensive at 175. I feel that was
175. Could be these prices, right? The prices. Let's skip the AP. Ooh, the regulator. This is the John D, by the way. John D has this one. Rose gold 5235. This is a full set dated 2022. 63,000. Is that the right price? John D,
I think that's retail. I think that's just retail. I don't think he's selling it for that.
Skip. A new green dial perpetual calendar, 5270p. This is from 2024. He wants let's see, 155.
Wow, these are getting crushed. Great watch too.
Great watch. I would offer 135 for that. 135.
He might take it.
Ugly Air King there. Shout out to Air King Ben. This is actually the new Air King with the 05.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Richard Mille 6702. 288,000. Nope. Way above my budget.
Blah.
Oh, look what we have here. We have a 5726, which is the annual calendar Nautilus blue dial. This is stainless steel with the Tiffany co-branding. Low production. Box and papers dated 2021, so 4 years old. Do you care to guess?
I mean, after seeing what the 5712 was for, I don't know. Am I 180, 185?
Without the Tiffany and Co, would this be like 100, 110, something like that?
Yeah. I mean, it's
I don't know.
the stepchild nobody likes, the 5726.
Yeah,
I'm
no one
seeing
likes the
them in the
5726.
70s. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing them
$190,000.
crazy.
190,000.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where that I wish there was some type of like a board or like just like a council, right? And I could just like speak to the council and I just send like a simple letter. It's like, don't don't be those guys. Do not the market is already soft, like a little fluffy marshmallow. Don't get savage. You know what I mean? Don't raise the prices so quickly for no effing reason because you could just make it implode, you know, and you guys are gonna be crying, you know, those
CQ, they're
dealers,
tariffs.
not guys like
Yeah, there.
uh,
CQ, there's tariff. You didn't hear about the
nope,
tariffs? There's
nope.
tariffs.
I didn't hear. I
There's
didn't hear about
tariffs. There's the Swiss franc is being crushed against the dollar, and God
I
forbid.
agree.
Have you seen the price of gold? Have you seen the price of gold affecting this watch? The price of gold has significantly impacted the production of these stainless steel Nautiluses.
Yep.
So the
Yep.
prices have to go up. They have to go up.
What's crazy is that people are gonna pay, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. There is no fixing it. But like if you can listen to my voice, don't pay these stupid prices. We're
Don't.
already paying stupid prices. Don't pay the premium on top of the stupid. You know, we're already
Yeah.
living in a world where if we went back in time, if I were to grab OC from 2015 and tell him what's going on now, he'd have looked at me and said, like, sir, do you need to go to like a mental institute? You know, God knows what he'd have called
I,
the cops on me. You know?
I'm thinking it now.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
like CQ, you should be committed. But I
So,
think about that. I think that every day. Let's be honest. Uh, 45 people still watching, guys. Upvote the live stream. Yeah, I'm not. For those of you just joining, I'm going to buy a Nautilus live on the live stream. I'm going to either get a Nautilus or an Aquanaut. I'm going to buy it now in real time. All we need is 100,000 in super chats in the next 13 minutes. I could extend the deadline, but you know what? I think we can do it. 13 minutes is a long time. Just listen, we've had tougher challenges before. We need 100,000 in super chats. SE has already got us rolling with the first 10 euros. So we need 99,990 euros to go. Let's do it, and I'll buy the Nautilus live on the air. Okay, let's go to the next. This one is too expensive. Let's skip this one. Too high. What else do we got here? What else do we? Oh, maybe I'll. Ooh, look at this. We've got what's referred to very fondly as the grenade. Now, this is a white gold Aquanaut with the green dial and green rubbers. The reference 5168 G for white gold. Green, according to the description here, very rare. Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany and Co. Another Tiffany and Co. Interesting. Shout out to Miss Blobbity Blobbity Blah.
He has a lot of the Tiffany and Co's.
Yeah, interesting. Someone is flipping all their Tiffany and Co. Pateks. What do you think? Now, I think these sell for around 75,000, 80,000 without the Tiffany, right? 70 to 80, something like that, or higher.
Yep. I think right around there. You're correct.
There you go.
So I'm gonna say,
yeah. Guess in the chat. By the way, we have live screen chat enabled. A new feature that's been put in place by YouTube and my StreamYard partners. You can see your comments on the screen in the bottom right. That's right. Yeah, you could be the next YouTube superstar. Just leave a comment.
145.
145,000 is the guess. And let's see. 150. Pretty close. Pretty close. I'm not paying, let's be honest, paying $70,000 premium just for the stamp. Come on. Come on. That's highway robbery. It's highway robbery, CQ.
It is more than highway robbery. I 70,000. Now you could say, well, the 5168G hasn't been around that long, blah blah blah. Tiffany isn't stamping like they used to, blah blah blah. But it's still like, what can you see how small the Tiffany and Co stamps are for the Aquanauts? It's barely like I've been, people have offered me these before, not this particular one, but like different Aquanauts with the Tiffany stamp. And it took me a minute to even realize, like, why are you asking this? Oh, the little, so it's like,
yeah. Do you walk around with a loop? So when someone looks at your watch, you can say, oh, by the way, look at it through here. Through a fucking magnifying glass.
It's very like, you know, if you're paying 150 for this, you really gotta really question what's going on. You know, like really, if you're not somebody, again, who's like if you're somebody who's been collecting for a very, very long time, you love Pateks, you understand the connection between Patek and Tiffany, and like, I could understand, we could have the conversation. But if you're somebody who just has a good bit of money and you walk into some random dealer on 47th Street or 1st Street down in Miami in the Seaboard building or wherever, and this guy opens up a case to you and he's just like, blah, 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 Tiffany Co., nobody else has it, blah, 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 and you wired the 150,000, I just hope the rest of your life is amazing, man. Because that just is like, you know, like there's nothing that should make you spend that type of premium. Spend the 80 grand, get the normal one, but 150 on this. Aye.
Ridiculous. Stefan in the chat, flamingo blue highlighted comment, £2. This super chat identifies as $100,000. Go buy one.
Let's go.
Well, I identify as a lot of things too, but that doesn't change the reality that I'm just a unpaid intern, guest panelist on my own channel here, and it doesn't fly. Doc Mick, I just checked my PayPal, the $100,000 PayPal. You said you didn't send it friends and family, so there's added fees on there. So if you could do me a favor, just add another $6,000 to that, so I don't have to pay the PayPal fees.
But send that really friends and family though. Send the 6,000 friends. Because that happens, you know.
I specifically asked for friends and family, guys, for the PayPals.
Jeez.
By the way, reminder, Case in Time, the new NASA moon case. It's available. It's brand new. If you're a fan of NASA or space travel or moon swatches or Speedmasters or anything that having to do with space, and you need an awesome watch case, CasedInTime.com. Use promo code OriginalOC for the biggest possible discount. You can't get a bigger discount anywhere online. So go to CasedInTime.com. Promo code OriginalOC.
Where are they based out of? Case in Time.
I think they're in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Buy a whole bunch of cases so you can qualify for free shipping. So like perfect gift for dads and grads, or for yourself. Like buy 2 or 3 or 4 of them and give them away as gifts. What a great gift to give to people. People who have moon swatches, people who have the Omegas, the Speedies, people who love space travel or NASA buffs. This is an official Case in Time NASA collaboration, and it comes with all the cool stuff like the stickers and the sealed pouches and the actual NASA logo branded stuff with the moon case. Check it out, CasedInTime.com. All right. Okay, so I'm not buying this Aquanaut. It's too expensive. Nope. We got an AP open work here. I'm not buying that. Oh, let's see what we have here. Oh, looky what we have here. We have a Tiffany & Co., another Tiffany & Co. Aquanaut. This one is the stainless steel 5167. This is the time and date reference. The entry level 5167. Now this is priced humbly at $95,000, so it's within the budget. If we get the 100,000, guys, I can buy this watch live on the air. We have 6 minutes left. If we count Stefan's super chat and we count SE super chat, then we are $99,988 away. $99,988 away, guys. That's just quick math. Let's do it. We can do it. We've got Steve in the chat. What's up, Steve? We've got, who else do we? Dingo Dave in the chat from Australia. What's up, Dingo Dave?
Down under.
Yep, everybody. We have now 55 people in the chat. We are, if you just joined us, we're buying a Patek Philippe live on the air. We're very, very close to getting 100,000 in super chats. And we will purchase this watch. Also, we're pioneering a new feature here on the Original SC channel, live comments, live screen comments. Your comments are showing up on the bottom right of the screen. If you're watching on big screen TV, then you get to see the comments, which is, let me know what you think of this new feature. If you're watching on the replay, let us know what you think about these comments live on the screen. Got RS fan. Now, RS told me yesterday that the RS stands for Audi RS. He used to have an Audi RS, or he used to be a fan of the Audi RS. So that's where he got his name from. Hello, all. Cool new feature. Thank you. Yep, we're beta testing it for StreamYard and for YouTube. All right, so this is 95,000. Listen, I think it's 70,000. It's still expensive, so I'm not going to pay 25,000 extra just for Tiffany & Co. branding. Fair enough. Good decision, CQ.
I think so. I mean, if you had to, I guess, but I remember selling these for 18,000. I remember selling these for 17 and change. So I agree with you. Yesterday's price is not today's price, as you know. Let's keep going. By the way, if you see a awesome Nautilus on European Watch Co. or 1916 or David SW or any place else, drop the link. You have a wrench. If you have a wrench, you can drop that link right in the chat and I'll pull it up. So, or Chrono 24, but I'd really prefer like European Watch Company, David SW, Nashville Watch, something like that. Yeah. Real people,
1916 company. Yeah, real dealers. Okay, 5204. Let's just skip that one. Ooh, we got the AutoZone 29,000. Not a bad price. I would pay 25, not 29, but okay. Ooh, an ugly AP Concept.
I just can't imagine having one of those in my inventory, man. Like I would just look at it and just like hit my head against the wall every day. Yeah, look at this. This might I gotta buy Patek, but if I weren't buying Patek, look at this. Platinum Date, Platinum Daytona, the previous reference, the one that I really like, with the monochromatic dial and the diamond baguettes for only 95,000. I feel like that's a good price.
Yep, I like it. I like that price. It looks like there's some repeat listings here. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's having trouble selling. Oh, he has all this fucking big shit. So excuse me. Yeah, he's got some big shit. Got lots of stuff. He's a mover and a shaker. Blah. Some more here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that one. The blue. What's that? The 5968. 5268. The 5268. Check that out. That's the sapphire with diamonds. Yeah, that's wild. He's wild, man. All that stuff. It's crazy that there's a time where all this probably moves so easily, and now you see a hand like that, and you know he's just been sitting on that for so long. Isn't that a new reference? That one, the 5268, yes, which is the with the sapphire. Oh, with the sapphire, I'm not sure.
I think you're right, though. I think that is a newer release.
I think there's one. I think there's one with a checkerboard pattern. That's the new one. Let me see if I can find that one.
With the bracelet, right?
Yeah, with the full bracelet. I'll go back to, I'll just pull up a great looking watch. How about this one? Boom.
Oh, yeah. Not the John
And-
Mayer 2.0, by the way. Saw Houdinki trying to do that. We got to take John Mayer's name out. Let's take back our watches, okay?
Yeah, this is not the John Mayer. Go back to Moto Watch Club. Let's see if I can find. Do a quick search. I could just randomly scroll. How about that? I'll do that. Just randomly scroll through Moda. How about this? I'll do a search for 5811. Let's see what I got here.
Ooh.
Let's see, that one's sold. Sold. That one's ugly. I'm not showing my screen intentionally.
Okay.
But here's one. 5811. 152,000. White gold, blue dial. I think it's 15,000 overpriced.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't see a reason for there to be a price increase. If you saw a watch that two months ago was a certain price, if it's up by 15,000 today, I don't see why. And like, again, if they want to say tariffs, you say, okay, great. Show me the tariff. And if they do, then we could talk about it. But a lot of this inventory is inventory that's been sitting in the US stirring around. And they're just going to raise it because of tariffs. Now, of course, I as well get a lot of my inventory globally, so I'm feeling a lot of it. But that's still, I don't believe in pumping up stuff because of what's going on, just for it to fall again at the end of the year when things come back to normal. If the tariffs go back tomorrow, nobody's going to give you a refund. This is a problem, right? Nobody's going to give you your money back. And then you just, again, will feel like, oh my gosh, these secondary market dealers are just like, they're predators, blah, 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 blah. So, to me, this is why you shouldn't do it, because the little bit of money you're going to gain back now, you're just going to poison the overall public view of what this market is, So it's, yeah, don't buy any. If it's 2 months ago, it was one price. Today it's 10 to 15% more. I don't see why.
Right. All right. I see some people are dropping some comments in the chat. So let me pull them up. Just give me a second here, because I got to go to a different tab to click on them, because I can't click on them in StreamYard. All right.
Oh,
let's see what we got here. We've got a 5712 Tiffany & Co. 235 on European Watch Company. This is the exact same price.
Yeah, so maybe that's just the going rate for it right now. That's a lot, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I sold a lot of these, and I just feel like 235 right now today. I don't think if you auction this, you get 235. Is what I'm saying.
If you go to Phillips or Sotheby's or whatever, they you won't get, and then you have to pay like a 10% fee as the seller for them, and then the buyer has to pay on top 26% or whatever. It's a ripoff, absolute ripoff. Got Doc making Florida in the chat. Dear Artifacts in the chat. It's good to see you, Dear Artifact. All right, what's the next thing here? We've got, wow, check this puppy out. 5961 Platinum Tiffany & Co. with the diamond hour markers and diamond bezel.
That's not a bad price, actually.
That's a banger of a watch.
Exactly. But again, look how tiny the Tiffany & Co. is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that the Tiffany & Co. doesn't even match anything. It's weird. 153 That's actually a pretty.
It's not a bad price.
That's not a bad price, right? It seems
I think
reasonable.
the normal one, I think, is in like 130s, if I'm right. Like it used to be. Look, there's one for 142.
Yep.
There's 115 in Hong Kong, and there's some as high as 180 without Tiffany and Co stamp. So I think 153. This is actually a buy. I'd buy this. I'd hit them an offer at like 145. But if they came back at 148, something like that, I'd probably transact.
I'm going to show you a super, super ugly watch. This is the 5066, which is the really small, ugly Aquanaut. I don't even know how this could be priced at 75,000. This is a joke, absolute joke.
Somebody will pay it.
That's
insane.
That's insane. And then back to European Watch Company, 5205 with the Tiffany and Co. And people are dumping their Tiffany and Co.
Yeah,
70,000 or 69,000.
Well,
for the white gold blue dial annual calendar.
I was gonna say, well, what's really propping up Patek at Tiffany and Co. Right? I'm not sure, but I don't think the experience is the same. Like visiting the salon, since the makeover and things are probably different. Patek doesn't necessarily like the Tiffany, now owned by LVMH, has a Patek, AD that has the ability to produce high value Pateks. Right, you don't have somebody like a Tiffany Yoke there, or another public. I think John Rader was there for a little bit, or I might be wrong, but
yep,
yeah. Why? What? The whole experience, the whole pizzazz, the whole je ne sais quoi, all that is kind of gone. So I see like a lot of old school Tiffany people. A lot of those guys had real strong relationships with Kelly. And they kind of bought, that was kind of the thing. Like you bought with Kelly, you got a Tiffany and stamp, you kind of fed into that relationship, you enjoyed it. And without somebody like her there, and then also hearing a lot of those people who had great relationship with her, once she was gone, once the new ownership took place, their access was not the same. That, of course you dump it. Why keep it?
right.
You take what you could get.
Oh, man, it's tough. It's tough out there. Let me do a search on Moda for 5711. Maybe we'll buy a 5711 CQ. Let's do that. Let's do a search for 5711, see what comes up here. Okay, let's share this tab. By the way, if you just joined the live stream, upvote. Hit the upvote. We just hit a peak of 61 people watching, 61 concurrent viewers in the middle of the afternoon on a Tuesday. Let's get to at least 35 likes. If you just joined the live stream, upvote immediately. I would really appreciate it. By the way, Vimal is in the chat with a flamingo blue, another flamingo blue highlighted comment. Theory: Tiffany may offer the stamp in China soon. What does that even mean? Not sure what that means. Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy if there were a Tiffany and Co. in China, like in Beijing or whatever, and they offered the Tiffany Co. stamp. But I don't think they even offer. I don't think any Tiffany. I think only Tiffany and Co. that offers Patek Philippe is New York City in the world. So
I thought it was the West Coast as well for a little bit, or maybe I'm wrong.
For no longer, they closed it. They closed Tiffany Patek on the West Coast. So New York is the only one. Yeah, let's get to 35 likes, guys. Also, reminder: check out casedintime.com. They have a new NASA moon case. Promo code original OC for the biggest discount. Perfect gift for yourself, for dads, for grads, for any watch lovers out there. Buy a whole bunch of them and give them as gifts. It's promo code original OC, casedintime.com. Now, back to Moda. The deadline passed, so we didn't hit the $100,000 super chat goal.
Darn it.
Yeah. so I will probably not be buying a Nautilus today. But let's see. Maybe should we extend the deadline? Extend it to maybe 4:30 Eastern. All right,
that sounds good. I believe in us. I believe in the people.
Guys, we're extending the deadline. If we get to 100,000 in super chats or 100,000 in PayPal, friends and family only, we will buy a Nautilus right here on the stream. We'll extend the deadline. You have 21 minutes left. 21 minutes left to do it. 100. We need 99,988 left to go. We can do it. We can do it. All right. So we have a 5711 here. Blue dial. The new 330 movement from 2020. Mint condition, according to the listing, $110,000. Seems high, doesn't it? I told you these prices went up.
I feel like they were all floating 90s, maybe even 80s. Like, you know, so it's like to see it 110 for 2020, and
you could do better, right? I don't know. Maybe you check your chats and you find you can't do better.
Yeah, maybe it's already started, right? Because again, when I talk, it's just me being one random guy. Most of the dealers out there probably like, of course we raise the prices. You stupid dude. Why are you even telling people otherwise? So I'm probably thinking in the opposite of everybody. And yeah, there's a lot above. I'm looking at Corona right now, and I still feel like you could get under 110. But there's a lot above. There's a lot above it. Darn it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, you guys are experts. Where would you? What prices would you think are good prices for a 5711? Now, let me see here. We've got some additional links in the chat here. Let me just pull up one.
Doc Mick has it right. Like, you get one that's at the 75,000 and 5711. I think that is a very good price point for that to enter your collection. It's hard to find, of course, at that price, but like I wouldn't mind one at 75.
Yeah. Now look, this is 110,000. This is from 2012. Why the fuck am I going to buy a 13-year-old Nautilus for 110,000?
And the bezel looks like it has some nicks.
Yeah,
so
this is well. That means it has character. It's an unpolished. Oh, actually, it even says the case appears to be lightly polished. It's not even in unpolished condition.
I love that, and I love we do not know the service history, but it is running well. You know, and it's like,
how shouldn't they get a shouldn't this watch come with a fresh service from Patek?
If you were under my advisory, I would say you have to include a service for me, right? Because I know for sure a service is $2,000 for this, right? It's a 2012. So if you're not going to service this for me, I need a discount of at least $2,000 beyond whatever discount I wanted before, because I'm going to have to service it within 3 years for sure. And then at least tell me the timing, you know. And I say this because I always look at Eric's site, and like he does great stuff, but I always think it's so funny. He's like, we don't know service history, but it is running well, and it's like, just get it serviced. You know what I mean? Just I know it's gonna take a long time or whatever, but that's one thing I loved about 1916. We did our best to just get the watch serviced. You know what I mean? Because how our warranty worked, we just send it back anyways. So like if something comes in, we just service it now so I could sell it to you at a fresh service and not deal with you calling me in a month or so saying that the watch is running slow.
Yep. Yeah, this is an outrageous price. We're gonna pass. We'll pass on this one, but thank you, BW, for sharing this link. We'll go back to Moda, see what we can find here. We're back on Moda. Here's another one, 2019, complete for 110,000. Much better than 2012. Now there is a premium, CQ, and talk about this a little bit. Obviously, fresh dates you pay more. Unworn condition and a fresh date, you're going to pay a lot more. Yep. If it's one with the updated movement, you're going to pay more. So like I think they made a change in like 2021 or 2020. They moved from the non-hacking movement to the hacking movement. And then also within the past few years, they introduced a new clasp on the
Yeah.
Nautilus. So you're going to pay anytime you check those boxes, you're going to the dealers are going to ask for a premium. I mean, that being said, are you okay? Are you okay with watches that don't have the updated clasp and don't have the updated movement? And aren't they basically the same?
Yeah, it's all selling points that how do I say this? So a watch like the 5711, which has been in production for like, over 20 years, right? They've just in the time span of those 20 years, there's natural life improvements, quality of living improvements, excuse me, that have come in the industry. Quick exchange straps, different class, upgraded movement materials, upgraded movement technologies. So these are things that the brands do because where it's 20 years later, let's upgrade some things. We're doing things better. Why wouldn't we upgrade? But then a dealer will use this as a premium. But even the brand isn't selling it to you as that much of a premium. Like there's no big thing in Patek saying, oh my gosh, the new class, blah, blah, blah. Or yes, of course, they talk about the new movement, but they're not selling you a price increase based on the movement. They're just telling you this is a price. So I think it's foolish to go in there and say, hey, I want to pay an extra 10, 15% because it's the newest class, because this, because that, because the difference that you're gonna feel in enjoying that watch. There's nothing wrong with the old class. I even like the old class. The 3811 class. They weren't that horrible to me. So like, why would I pay tens of thousands of dollars more for something that yes will be a little bit more convenient and yes maybe a little bit more nicer, but I'm in such premium air. I don't. I guess if I'm gonna burn the money, burn the money. But in my opinion, I don't pay for years. If it's out of warranty, I don't pay a premium. I just go for the oldest one with the best condition. I don't, if it's out of warranty, why do I care if it's 2019 or 2012? I don't care. Is the condition good? Because it all depends how that person uses the watch. There are people who buy a watch, wear it once, put it away for 15 years, and sell it. And there are people who buy a watch and wear it every day, Brian Goldberg style, until it's beat to crap, and which I love as well. But again, I'm buying condition. I don't care about the year.
Yeah. Now here's one that SE sent. This is a 5711 with a 2025 service. So that's good. And was it a Patek service or let's see here. It looks like it's probably a Wempe. It looks like a Wempe service.
Okay, so I went to Patek then.
Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure that if it went to Wempe that they sent it to Patek, or they wouldn't just service it in house? Looks like a 1,700 euro bill for the service.
I think they would send that to Patek, or I would think they would send that to Patek.
Okay.
Because certain things you just don't do. Why do it in house?
Looks pretty good. This is in US dollars. This is 93,000.
There you go. That makes more sense to me.
Now the thing is, it's in Europe, so I'd have to pay to get it here, guys. We've got 12 minutes left on the deadline. Let's get to 100,000. It looks like with the tariffs and the customs and tax and everything, I might have to dig out of pocket a little bit, out of my own pocket for it. But if we hit the 100,000 super chats, I will buy this watch live on the air. We have 12 minutes to go. Let's do it.
This is interesting, man. I think a lot of international dealers are going to be able to eat. There's so many moving parts right now that it's much different in COVID, where it was like, it was zombies outside, and like for sure the market was supposed to just disintegrate, and then it didn't. And now it's like we're in a situation where the US is in the situation we've put ourselves in. The rest of the world doesn't really care. But the U.S. consumer is the consumer everybody wants, you know? And it's like at certain price points, you got to just take the trip with your family, right? And get the watch outside and just
Yep.
hide it in the Pampers. You just
I
got
think
to.
you're. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think shout out, by the way, to middle class guy Constance Kwong and Waco, who
Yep.
have recommended that that approach. Listen, guys, just go get the watch. Go to Singapore. Avoid the caning. Don't get caned.
Yeah, please.
And or go to Dubai, which CQ says don't go to Dubai, but go somewhere else and buy the watch and put it on the wrist, and boom, you got a brand new watch.
Exactly. You know, the only reason I don't say Dubai is because it's pegged with the US dollar. So if prices are raised, you know, like prices are being raised there because of just they buy everything in US dollar. The dirham is basically the US dollar. So they're kind of tied there. But go to the islands, man. Go take some vacations. Go to Puerto Rico. Hit those duty-free outlets. I'm sure any brand that has some sort sense of brains would be overstocking the cruise ships, all the international markets. It's just, you know, all the tourist markets. It's just, that's what you do. That's the only way. Because the U.S. consumer, if I'm buying a Breitling, if I'm buying a Omega, if I'm buying an IWC, everything except Rolex Patek AP, I'm waiting until we go on the cruise or we take a trip. You know, maybe I don't buy, but I'm not buying before I at least try to buy it in the Caribbean or on a trip. And then if I fail, then I'll come back and I'll him and haw and ask you for a discount. But you're going to have to wait on my money. That's the thing. A lot of dealers now are going to be waiting on that revenue.
Gotcha. We got Skip Intro in the chat. What's up, Skip Intro? Huge supporter of the show. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Ryan Hofre's in the chat. And look who we have here. We have Gasman in the chat. Good evening from a raining UK. If you recall, Gasman was on our show on Friday and walked us through his Patek Philippe journey and unboxed in one of the most stellar fashions the brand new steel Cubitus that he got at retail from the AD.
Oh, congrats. Awesome.
Yep. Awesome story. Go back and check it out. It's on this channel. It's from Friday. It's a Friday stream, and the stream is called Patek Friday. Celebrate the Patek journey with a surprise unboxing. Listen to the whole stream. It's a great story about how he, Gasman, started his journey with Patek Philippe, and he bought a 6119 Calatrava. He bought a 5212 weekly calendar, and he is on an incredibly beautiful beige strap. And then he bought the 5230 World Time, the Platinum World Time, 5230p. Nice. And then boom, they said, listen, how about you come to this London Cubitus launch event? And they invited him there, and they called him and said, hey, we'd like to offer you the Cubitus. And he's not a stupid guy. He took it.
Smart man.
Smart guy. St. Peter's in the chat. What's up, St. Peter? What if I missed anybody in the chat, type in a comment. With over 50 people watching, I want to make sure I say hi to every single person who's watching, unless you are one of the banned trolls. And in that case, unfortunately, you will not be able to comment. Let's just check the stats real quick. How many upvotes do we have on the stream? We now have not enough, probably. We have 37. That's good. All right, that's great. I'm not going to ask for any more. If we get to 40, that's awesome. So that is incredible. By the way, also a quick programming note. I will not be live streaming tonight because I got tennis. Got tennis tonight, so I'm doing an afternoon stream. But you never know. I might stream tomorrow.
We may do nighttime tennis. I like that.
Yeah, I have nighttime tennis. The absolutely gorgeous day in the Northeast today. Let's just see here. Do I dare turn on the camera? I mean, sure, I'll turn on the camera. Boom, here I am. We're rocking. I'm on OC
Oh, I love
patio.
it.
Yeah, I got the waterfall, the pool. Got the above ground Costco pool here.
Oh, I love it. Perfect day out too, right? What's the weather?
Yeah. Oh, it's about. It was going to be a little cool, but now it's probably around 75.
Oh, that's
Let's
perfect.
see. Let's check. Gotta find my cursor. Where is my cursor?
Damn, now I'm gonna hit the pool, man. I think I'm gonna have to. You kind of inspired me.
Let's check the weather. It is New York City. 67, but it feels a lot warmer than that. It's in the sun. It's a lot warmer. Trust me.
Yeah, probably 76 in the sun at least.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. Yep. Shout out to Oliver Peoples. Thank you. The official sunglass provider to the original OC channel. That's true. And also, while we're on the subject of shameless promotion, check out the new NASA Moon watch case from Cased in Time. This is an actual collaboration, an official collaboration between Cased in Time and NASA. You get the NASA logo stickers and the special pouch and the moon-themed watch case. Use promo code ORIGINALOC for the biggest discount that you can get from CasedInTime.com.
They do cool stuff.
Yeah, they do very cool stuff. Okay, let's back to the action. Can you see my Facebook tab?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get back to the action here. We will be buying a Nautilus on today's show, not this one for 110, but you know. Oh, this is the piano one I think I showed earlier. 2015. 92,000. Okay, that's a much better price.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Should I get this or the white dial Speedy and save 80,000?
White dial Speedy. Tell this guy to screw down the crown as well. I hate this. Look at this. Look at this unscrewed crown. You know what I mean? Like all the dust is getting in there. This is my issues. Like, because like you're selling this watch at 92,000. At least screw the crown down. Set it to 10.2 if that's what you were doing. But the fact that it's not at 10.2 just lets me know.
The hour hand is hidden underneath the minute hand. What the fuck is this guy doing?
So that means the crown just stays out all the time in the bag, getting all that dust and good stuff to just stop up the movement. And then they're going to sell it to you. And then when you want to get it serviced now, they're not going to send it to Patek. I got my guy. I got my guy on the street.
Yeah, Miguel's a watchmaker. He used to work for,
Yep. Oh, you don't want to send it back to Patek. It's gonna take too long. My guy's gonna, and then his guy who doesn't know, who may know, right? I don't want to talk about the guy. The guy may know, but he's not Patek, and he doesn't care. You know why he doesn't care? Because the guy you bought from is saying, "I need this watch back tomorrow." So he's like, "Screw it, rush job." And you know, as you all know, you rush the job, you get rush results.
Agreed. I'm not a big fan of the piano anyway. You want blue. You want the iconic blue.
I like it. Yeah. At retail, I loved it.
Oh, baby. Is this the one we saw earlier? Ooh, this is sold. Sold. Okay. Sold in 15 hours. Must have been a good price. I could pull it up on my phone and look at the buy history, but not going to. I love the rose gold Nautilus. I just wish it didn't have the chocolate dial. I wish it had the blue dial. And I would I'd buy this thing.
You know what? That would look really good. And you're talking about that nice vivid blue dial from the 5982 tone, or are you talking about a more soft blue of like a 57?
Well, I don't think the blue gray works in this. I would think you'd need a kind of a bright sunray blue.
Yeah,
to go into this. Kind of like the blue that you'd find in the 5980.
So now let
that
me ask you a
bright.
question. Would you want it rose gold or would you want a blue dial or yellow gold? Would you like a 5711J
Yep,
blue dial?
absolutely. I would
Mm.
love yellow gold. As a matter of fact, I was at my AD a few days ago, and I said, listen, there's nothing in the lineup that really is like doing it for me. Like nothing that's like knocking it out of the park. And if you're buying a watch for $100,000, it better be perfect. It better like check all the boxes. And I said, listen, the day that Patek comes out with a Nautilus that's yellow gold with a blue dial, listen, you'll know that that's the watch for me. Will it mean that I get it? Maybe, maybe not. You never know. But I want you to know that that's the watch that would be my Patek sports elegant, sports chic dream watch. So, if they ever make it, that's the one.
I pay for one too. I if they made that, I'd go on a journey to get one of those. I think that'd be a special watch.
Yep. So let's see what else we got here. We've got I'm not a big fan of green, but in this case we've got the olive green, which is they made this for 1 year only in 2021, the 5711 stainless steel, but with the green dial. Now, how much would you pay for this puppy?
In today's market, I want to be. They're probably asking like 320 or something. I probably want to be under 3.
No, this isn't precious metal, and it doesn't have the diamond baguettes. This is just the regular old green.
Yeah, regular old green. This at one time was over $500,000. This one for sure, because I think we had. One time we had the baguette version for I want to say above 750, and this one was in the fives when they first.
I will ship you one tomorrow for 195.
Oh wow, really?
You want it? Just say
no.
Mazal.
No.
Well, how come? Why not?
I don't want
Mazal.
it.
Mazal, come on. I'm extending my hand. 195. This was 500,000 2 years ago. CQ.
Yeah,
I'm offering you one for 195. You won't take it?
No. I'll take it for one flat. I'll take it all day.
177,500. 177,500.
Wow. Shit.
For the green, for the rare green. Now, is a different color dial worth $70,000?
No. The only reason why this was worth what it was once worth was this was supposed to be the last ever iteration of the 5711. Then we had the Tiffany. And the Tiffany, because the Tiffany's came out right after this, the legend of the green dial didn't get to sink in nicely. They didn't get to bake into the zeitgeist enough. Also, this green dial looks very much like the blue dial in certain lights, to the fact where I know somebody who got probably the first one in the US. He sent me a picture and I wasn't that excited. I was like, oh, great, nice. And then he was like, yo, I was like, oh, you got the green. Oh my God, yeah. But in the picture he sent, it looks super blue. So that's the thing. It's one of those where, okay, it went to the secondary market. We were asking crazy prices, but in person, it really doesn't. It's not that wow. With that Tiffany blue, wow, and it's only 200 and whatever pieces, and the Zack Attack paid $6 million, and all. You had all these great things to cement it
right
in the zeitgeist. So this just this will be like a 140 watch within 10 years. Because nobody's talking about it. There's no legend of the olive dial 5711. This is going to go the way of the 5711J, the 5711G, 5711R on the leather strap that nobody thinks about unless somebody like me talks about them,
But even though it was only out for 1 year, you really think that they'll continue dropping? I mean, I guess
it's already 177. Look at the price. I'm telling you, this was I remember telling that guy who sent me the Instagram, bro. Actually, no, I told him get it insured for 400, and his issue was the insurer wouldn't do it. They only wanted to insure for retail, and I told him don't wear it then. And he didn't wear it for a little bit because the prices were he couldn't risk even breaking the watch because you couldn't replace it. Right. And it's 177.
I was at Bucherer with Buckley one time, and there was a guy sitting at the Patek desk, and he was wearing either this one or the one with the diamonds. And he had both. He had, and he said he was thinking about. He was there looking. It was right after the Cubitus came out, and he was looking at the new Cubitus, and he had both olive greens, the one with the stainless steel bezel and the one with the diamond bezel. Amazing.
Yeah, they're cool watches, but the premium's just not. They just didn't hold on. I thought they would, to be honest with you, but they went away.
Why do you think Patek launched the stainless steel Cubitus with the same olive green dial? That was supposed to be the last one on the 5711.
Because I think Terry Stern doesn't mind diluting the sports category. I think he himself doesn't like that in a show that we're talking about all Pateks, all we're talking about, we skip over every complicated watch to talk about the sports watch. You know, and it's so true. It's like nobody cares. We can't do a video, a stream just on the complicated watches. Yeah, maybe a few of the guys care, but like the real thing is on these sports watches. And I think he himself was like, I don't mind. I don't mind if I dilute the Nautilus family and make a Cubitus. I don't mind if I use the same color variations over here, because at the end of the day, no matter what, it's going to sell. And maybe I kind of like shake up. I think he loves seeing this green dial at 177, because this was never meant to be a $500,000, $300,000 watch. Even in his eyes, he wants watches that are special and complicated and have all this horological value to be the watches that we put strong value in. And right now it's just a sports watch. So for him, you know, because he can't sell it for 177, he sold this for 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he doesn't even care. He doesn't want it to be too much, because he wants, you know, he cares about the original, even though you want the brand as a whole to do good. So I think for him, the Cubitus is truly just, he's having fun doing whatever he wants. I don't think he cares that much.
Give me a second. I'm changing my audio settings here. I just had a Bluetooth that my speaker went out, my headset. So just hold on a second here.
See, that happens sometimes when, you know, when we're working from beautiful locations. You know, I was on a Zoom meeting on the beach and things happen like that. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Guys, to be in the water.
Cool. Audio check. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. You're perfect.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. So this one is super, super expensive. Let's skip that one. Let's see what else we got here.
I wonder what's the
that's sold, so we won't know what the price is. That's just 5711 rose gold with the brown dial. Absolutely gorgeous piece. I think if I'm going to go 5711, maybe I go rose gold. Oh, look, we have here 5712, 5724, but it's basically a 5712.
Yes,
with the old diamond baguettes, hour markers, diamond baguette bezel, and diamonds on the end links, but it is a alligator strap, complete with 11 various color straps. I'm sure those are all aftermarket. It's technically the rose gold 5724R, and the price is $210,000. For alligator, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
I just feel like these are cheaper. I feel like, I guess I should pay attention to, like, you know, I just don't sell this same stuff. I'm so tired of selling all this, and you know what I mean, that I kind of don't even pay attention to it unless I have to. But maybe I should, because look, everybody's jumping up on the prices on me. I want to say this is too high. Maybe I just don't. 5724, 5227, 5724.
Definitely high.
Oh no, I mean they're on Chrono for 280, 315. You know, when it comes to factory diamond Patek pieces, they are very few out there. But again, you saw the 5961 we showed you, that was under retail with the Tiffany stamp under retail. And they've had that watch for a while, because I've done, I've done one of my Instagram reels on that video 2 months ago at least. So yeah, under retail. So why would I pay this type of scratch? I don't know.
Expensive, and not very aesthetically pleasing. Let's be honest. It's not the most incredible Nautilus I've ever seen. Actually, I'm gonna go overboard and say that one's ugly. Holy shit! 5711, 2020, 330 movement, full box, full set. This guy wants a 154,000.
Huh?
154,000 for this. This is Moda. This isn't like some crazy chrono listing. This guy's out of his mind, right? This is rose gold. 5711. It doesn't look like rose gold in this picture.
Bad picture.
Okay, so this is rose gold with the brown dial. 154. That 2020. I would pay 135 for this. I think 154 is a little strong, but you know what? This is my point. Prices are going up. These guys are taking advantage of the situation, the price of gold, the exchange rate, the tariffs, guys, the tariffs. Everything's going up. It's inflation. Plus, they're not making Nautiluses anymore. And Patek is raising the prices in primary. So your chances of and you can't even get these Nautiluses. You just can't get them. So why not raise prices? Why not put the squeeze on the buyers? If you want to collect a Nautilus or an Aquanaut, I think waiting might be your enemy at this point. I don't know. CQ, I know you say like the prices are coming down, but maybe they're going. Maybe we hit the bottom. Like we have a responsibility to try and identify the bottom.
Well, so go ahead.
No. So have we? I mean, I'm asking. Do you think is there a chance we've hit the bottom and these have? Is this a temporary jump or is this have we turned the corner?
I think this is a dead cat bounce because there's not enough upward pressure. COVID, the one thing we must remember about COVID, you had money. You had money. People who are in the lower class, they were getting money. There was just money being pumped into the economy. There was crypto money. So people couldn't figure out how to spend it. It was crazy. I was having conversations with people about, how to buy 10 watches in a month. And okay, let's buy all these 10 within this month. And then the first of the next month, okay, CQ, we're gonna buy another 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Like the conversations are just different. And when you look, whatever business you're in, right? I monitor a lot of different businesses, right? And things are going okay, but there's a lot of uncertainty out there. You're not rushing to pay premium over the premium pricing that's already out there. I think dealers, which of course you're going to do the smart thing. Everybody's going to try to raise prices. You're trying to hold together. The inventory is now domestic versus global. But are you going to tell me there's that much domestic consumers who would prefer to buy within the US versus go internationally? I don't see it. I don't see people buying a bunch of watches right now. I think people are buying watches, but not to the point where you're going to see prices start creeping up. That makes sense. I think people are trying, and of course they'll succeed. But I think, as somebody who's in the industry but I don't hold inventory. I don't like it because I want, at the end of the year, I don't want a big swing back. I don't want the prices went up, then it dropped again, because then it just makes people not even want to buy at all. Who wants to buy something that's just so volatile? We got to keep that volatility out of the market.
Yep. This is a good price, but I'm still not sold on the brown dial. Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm. What the hell is going on here? So this is the 5711P. This is the platinum 40th anniversary edition. This has the writing on the dial that says 1972 to 2022 or something like that on the dial. Or maybe it's 1976 to 2016 on the dial. Okay, So
yes,
this
the
is
anniversary.
anniversary edition. So it's 1976 to 2016. It has it engraved on the dial. Serviced by Patek Philippe in May 2024. It could be mine for $372,000. Outrageous.
Yeah, I understand it. I sold a bunch of these, but I don't know, man. I look at these numbers and there's just so much watch you could get in other brands that, you know, I understand it for what it is for the limited edition, this run, but it is still a watch that has a year on the dial, which isn't aesthetically as pleasing as you'd like. It's 400 grand, you know, it's 380 or 372. Somebody will buy it. At least they got it serviced recently, so that's nice.
Yep, at least that's included. I'm getting like tons of messages from people inviting me to different things. I'm busy tonight, guys. I'm super busy, but thank you for the offers. I got tennis tonight. So I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine. I'm gonna do some tennis. Let's see what else do we got here. 5711 steel, 2016, 96,500. I like this. I like the pricing on this one. Much better.
Yeah. Now we're getting back to.
Again, you're not getting the updated movement, so you're not hacking, and and you're not getting the revised clasp. But you know what? It's still a Nautilus with a blue dial. Let me ask you a question, CQ. Is this? I'm going to a watch event. I'm going to like a Phillips auction, or I'm going to a watch dinner. Does this watch still have the wow factor, or do people look at it and go, "Oh, yeah, that's lots of people have that one"?
No, because there was a time where this was like the sleeper. If you know, like your fun watch that you wore out, but you love Patek, but you didn't want to bring out, the pieces on the strap so you could beat up your Nautilus. Now this is to a price point where it is the show off watch, right? But a lot of the guys who've seen this at $19,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, they think this is a sports watch. This is a toy. So when you come around them and you're like, oh, I got my Nautilus 5711, and they're like, oh, so you're new to this game, huh? Oh, you're new money. Like if you come around me with the 5711, move in a certain way, like it's the best thing in the world. It just lets you know that you're newly into the industry, into the hobby. You're probably a little bit more on new money versus old money type of game. So no, it doesn't do the same thing that even an FP Journe CS does anymore. Right? Because you walk in a room with an FP Journe CS on, which is just the most simple entry. They're kind of travel, you could say. But even to coming with a CS on, white dial CS, maybe with a nice strap, people will say, oh, wow, OC has a certain taste level. CQ has a certain taste level. Maybe we could talk to CQ and OC about different types of conversations than you'd have with the Patek 5711 wear, because that has just become, hey, you got some money, you got to wear this watch that can fit in. So it got taken over by that group. So it no longer has the effect that it once had, which is what you loved about it, right? Is like you got into this club and only certain people knew, and the wink wink, and now it's not a club at all. It's like a big party, and you don't like loud music, so you're just like, not for me.
Yep. You guys, any questions? We got Floodland 9999 in the chat. What's up, Floodland? Good to see you. It's been a while, Floodland. Welcome back to the channel. Got Cloud Ken in the chat. Let's see, Cloud Ken. Got Mr. G in the chat. Let's see here. Question from Ken. 116 Platona, which is the previous generation Rolex Daytona in platinum. Regular dial, that's the non-baguette dial, or steel 5711.
Platona. It just the price that you're gonna pay, the even if you buy secondary, the Platona price is closer to retail. It still has the oomph that you want, right? That the 5711 to me today, right? For you to buy 5711, it should really be a situation of you've always loved that watch. Like me, I've always loved the 5711. There's no way for me to get it at retail. It doesn't exist. So then I'll have to pay up to get it. But I only want that watch for me. The Platona I want for me, but I also love the sex appeal of a Platona. And I love that other people will see me wearing it. And I love that maybe, don't let my wife wear it. A lady or two might wink at me because they see me wearing the Platona. So it's two different vibes. And I think the Platona has longer legs, weirdly enough, than a 5711. I think there's a ton of 5711s that people are just selling and dealers just want to sell. And I think there are a lot of Platonas that people buy and enjoy. And because there isn't this big premium versus retail, you're just not going to have that situation.
Right.
So it's a very personal thing. But I think at this point, I probably would get the Platona all day.
I don't know. It's a tough one. I mean, jeez. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one a lot. Platinum Daytona, 5711. Yeah, it's a real tough one.
Good question.
At the end of the Platinum Daytona at the end of the day is platinum, which is a big selling point. But the Nautilus is iconic and discontinued. So I don't know. I think it might be a draw for me. But I think financially, it's tough. I gotta say. We got Rose in the chat. We also got Marcelo Time, and we also have who else do we have? And we got Whole Milk. What's up, Whole Milk? Good to see you in the chat. If you just popped into the back room, we're about to end the show in like 5 minutes. So appreciate your trying to jump on, but we're gonna wrap it up. Just real quick before we wrap it up, I want to make sure all you guys upvote the stream. We are going to also take a screenshot of your comment, StreamYard, YouTube live screen comments feature that we've enabled here on the Original OC channel. It's a new feature that we're beta testing for StreamYard and for YouTube. The comments go right on the screen. So type in a comment and screenshot it and send it to me. And in addition to that, be sure to check out Cased in Time. We're doing a special deal with Cased in Time. It's the NASA moon case, brand new from Cased in Time. Check them out at casedintime.com. Promo code Original OC. The biggest discount available is with this promo code. It's not available with any other promo code. It's an official collaboration with NASA. It's the moon themed case along with some NASA logo paraphernalia, stickers, and all kinds of cool stuff. Packaging, awesome packaging. So check it out at casedintime.com. Promo code Original OC for the biggest discount. Get a whole bunch of them as gifts for dads and grads and birthdays and anybody else that you want to do. We have 67 people watching. The number, guys, I was going to end it, but maybe we don't end it. Maybe we keep going. What do you think? Should we keep going? We were going to buy a Nautilus live on the air, but that didn't work out. It didn't. We didn't hit the number, which is fine. But maybe we keep going. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to talk about the Parmigiani. I mean, listen, I'll show it once again.
What Parmigiani?
The MB&F. I'm sorry, MB&F.
Oh God. It does look a little. So this is the one thing I'll say. This is the first time that, it looks a little Arnold Sonish, the case at least, right? It looks a little. There's something missing here for me to love this watch. Like, I love that it was made. I love that everything's going on here, but there's I guess I don't love it's just too see-through. I don't love when you can see all of your skin through the case back. That's a pet peeve, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, that's a good point. And let me see if I'll pull up a shot with it on someone's wrist here.
Like, I think off the wrist is pretty cool, and I can see myself looking at it. But me personally, I just got I got hairy arms. So I don't like to maybe it's just me.
It's okay on this particular wrist, but I think they intentionally shaved under the area where they. I mean, this. I don't know.
I would have to see it in person. I just wish watches weren't so expensive. We'll see. I'll be honest with you, man. Like I just, because it's like it's hard for me to like. I love MBNF. I love Max Boucher. I love what they do, but like, you know, if you call me today, as me in my professional hat on, CQ, sir, I want to buy this MBNF. Should I buy it at 70,000 plus tax? Is like, do you love it? How much do you love it? You know,
Right.
and that's just at 45. But of course, those days are gone where this would be like a 45,000 watch. So as we inch closer to like, you know, I feel like, you know, if we do this stream, God willing, in 2035, everything we're talking about is going to be 6-figure watches and up, you know?
Insane.
And like, it's not unrealistic for me to think that. I really do think, and God willing, 2035, we're doing an OC. Hopefully, you know, we got a, you know, 1 million subscribers by then or whatever. But like, you know, things
quality,
you know,
quality is more important than quantity. All we need
nah,
is one quality subscriber to be added every month. As far as
I'm just waiting for you to sell out for the Hello's Fresh sponsorship, like some of the other watch channels. I know it's coming. But yeah, I just like, I think this is a cool watch. Not for me. I think it's too exposed. But at 70,000 plus tax, is just like, I don't know, man. I just helped somebody do a trade, and like I always say the brands, but it was some indies, and it's just like these brands aren't buying the watches back. You know what I mean? They're not. That, you know, you call them and you say, "Hey, I want to move on to something else." Not many of them will help you out. Maybe MBNF does have pre-owned, I'm not sure, but a lot of these guys don't. And I think it's just like, it's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money to spend and not know if you can get any of it back. And in this last deal that I did, you know, the last offer we got, it was like, listen, brother, I think this is the only offer out there. There was one other that was like just appalling, and this one was a little bit. They stabbed me, but I felt like I could band-aid the wound a little bit, and I was like, this is the way. This is the only way. Or else
what's harder, you know? Yeah, what's harder to sell, MBNF or Grubel 4C?
Oh, Grubel. People don't understand it, but I would wholeheartedly push people more into Grubel, especially right now. You could get it at a great secondary market price. They only make a limited amount of watches. They just have more upside. There's more ceiling to what they can do in the long run if people really go full Zuckerberg. The thing is, for a brand like Grubel, right? You only need 30 Zuckerbergs for the brand to all of a sudden really catch fire again. For MBNF, you need a little bit more people who like a lot more things. So Grubel, you just need 30 Zuckerberg-like people who just really love hand-finished watches, and they'll make it happen. What's up, Marcello?
Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing? Good.
Good.
Before you talk about the Platinum Daytona, and as you know, I own the first generation one, the 50th anniversary version. Also in Daytona, of course, the Lamont, the white gold one. But you know what? Here is the thing. And the OC, you own the the Platinum Day, right?
I do.
Okay, so you know, regarding look, platinum watches and jewelry cost nearly almost double the price of gold. But when you check the price of the metal in value, actually it's funny because gold actually I think is like 40% more than platinum. So value wise, gold would be better, I guess, than platinum. But you know, I mean, how you guys see that? What do you guys think about that?
I think you're using an excuse to bring up a topic so you can talk about your watch collection and the fact that you have a Platinum Daytona and a Le Mans, which is what you always do. But that's
no, it's funny you say that because I actually putting down the value of a platinum item. Actually, I don't embrace it. You know, even so that I own platinum. So
yeah,
I'm
platinum is considered premium to gold, just because it is It's all it's perception. Plus, it's more difficult. What they say, it's more difficult to work with platinum because the tools that you need wear out faster when you're dealing with platinum. And I mean, it's all bullshit. They use it to justify big price increases. But the truth is, it's just heavier. It's a denser precious metal, and so it's positioned as a higher, more premium metal than gold by jewelers.
And also, which a jeweler made a good argument with me when I was having the same point that Marcel said, they do use more platinum per capita or like per ounce than gold, because 18 karat gold is still just 75% gold versus platinum that using near 100% platinum. So there's 95%. A little bit that they're using 95% platinum. So there's 20% value arbitrage happening there as well, where it's like, you know, they are using 20% more of the pure material, where in gold they're not, you know, they're using 75% to get the 18 karat. But I think the price of platinum versus gold is like, you forget that, right? That platinum has, just like silver, has kind of stuck where they have been in the price range, whereas gold has kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And it's to the point where, in my opinion, it's hard to argue that platinum should be like 20%, 30% more than gold. I think you could keep them close, but like the old pricing arguments that we had, how much tools are you really going through to make those platinum watches? You know, how many platinum watches are you making anyways compared to the gold watches? If you really want to talk about it, if I were a brand and I produce 1,000 watches, and let's say 400 of those of gold, probably only 100 of those are going to be platinum, if not 75, right? So it's like, and that's not just because of tooling, that's just because how I sell watches and how watches sell. Platinum's a heavier material, things like that. So there's a lot of like, you know, I think with retail pricing, a lot of it is people just making up prices, and they've been making up prices for quite a long time. And when I started in the industry, Patek was really the only one, in my opinion, who had this crazy premium. But then I saw the way people looked when they spent the money. So I was like, okay, that made sense. So every other brand kind of made sense. And then as we started to get in-house movements and the ETA started to pull away, you start to see retail prices just jump and jump and jump, where everybody's Patek now, but they're not. But they're priced like Patek, but they're not in terms of the emotion and even the experience you get when you're working with the brand.
My question going to be: would platinum owners should be a bit more worried in the future, because maybe tooling's getting maybe cheaper in the future to make, and I don't know, maybe gold will continue rise up or things like that?
No, I don't think so. I think these brands will never give away profit, and a great profit is platinum watches. All precious metal watches are just a great profit center, because the comparative price to metal versus steel, and what the metal that you're using versus what you're putting in the watch versus the profit, it's just crazy, right? So you would never you would never want to put a negative light on anything there. It's just why, like, nobody's really talking about lab diamonds. We're just gonna ignore it, right? In the watch industry, we're just gonna ignore it. Tag will play with it, and some lower end fashion brands, they'll do lab diamonds, but no big brand is gonna even address it, because we already have this great thing going. You already can't really calculate the carat value versus the premium we put. Look at the land dwellers. They're charging you like 40,000, 50,000 plus, you know, just for a diamond bezel. So nobody's gonna go in there and start talking about lab diamonds, and nobody's gonna go in there and start talking about, well, platinum should really be priced this, because then the whole magical formula of profit gets messed up, and that's something that nobody. They'll probably assassinate you, or you'll have an accident outside a window before they let you do that. You know, a lot of big windows, you know, over there.
Yep. SE in the chat pretty much sums it up. He says it's not about higher costs for materials or tools. Rolex says this is our top tier, and that's enough. End of story. That's when they position their watches and they say this is the top of the range, they price that watch higher, and that's all there is to it. And other people do the same thing. So
and
that's
see,
what
think
it's about.
about it. But if we're talking Or see, if we're talking about tooling, let's say that is harder to work and take more tooling to work on platinum. This is the same, I think, I can say about ceramic. See how much AP charge for a
Oh,
full ceramic watch, right?
you can't open that kind of worms, Marcelo, because I think the ceramic market is the most broken pricing market that exists today.
Mm,
Something doesn't make sense, right? If Hublot can make me a ceramic watch under 20,000, why am I paying 100,000
mm.
at AP? Right? You got to explain to, and then we forget that Omega's been put in ceramic and all type of stuff for so long that we also forget Panerai did a full ceramic
Mm,
Luminor on a full ceramic bracelet. That
mm,
was only 16,000. So it's like, what's the cost to
mm,
produce ceramic? Like I'm very confused about that because like I
mm,
look at the APs and to me ceramic is supposed to be priced somewhere along titanium lines, a premium to steel, but not as much as
mm.
precious metal, right? And then when you look at AP, their ceramic is very close to their precious metal, and it's like I don't understand it. What's so hard to make it? If
Yeah.
Omega's doing it for nothing, if Hublot can give it to me in a classic fusion, and like Hublot is like proving that they are the best in ceramic, right? Nobody can come out and say that they're any better than Hublot. Hublot is proven that they are the best in making ceramic, right? So why are you more expensive than Hublot?
Yeah, Hebrew do this for a long time, yes.
That long time they can do shapes, they can do they did all the colors everybody was afraid of. Now they do every color in the rainbow. Only now is AP giving you a
Yeah.
blue navy. Hugo has done that way so long ago we forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? But AP is gonna
Yeah.
charge you 90 grand, 95 grand, 85 plus tax, and people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, 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 it's beautiful. But you forget that if you drop that watch and you crack the
Mm.
case, they're gonna charge you for a whole nother case. They're not even gonna say, you know what, we made so much profit from you. If you break it, we'll just pay us for the labor cost. No, they're just gonna charge you another, I don't know, 20, 30 grand. So it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Doc Mick is correct. Rado is the king of ceramics, right? They make a great tungsten ceramic. Rado watches can be 20 years old and look the same, and they're freaking a grand, 2 grand, 1,500, maybe 4 or 5,000 if you have diamonds and a automatic movement. So if again, yes, and that's a great point. If Rado is considered top tier ceramic, why are they so? I don't know. There's a lot of situations where people are just
Yeah, but
just
a
working
lot of
profit
these
over.
top brand usually they playing the card of the Picasso card. It's almost like Picasso painting to make it costs $10, but you see how much they turn
I
up to be.
agree.
No, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But the problem is with a brand like AP, and this is I'm summoning Boston Collector here,
Mm.
but they're not Picasso. They've not been Picasso for a very,
Right.
very long time. They are
Mm.
they're like the company that owns Bob Ross right now. And it's like Bob Ross died, but this one company still owns the rights, so they just keep making the Bob Ross stuff. Okay, more Bob Ross, more happy clowns, more happy little mistakes. It's the same thing over and over and over. When you look at a brand like a Patek Philippe or even Vacheron, you could still see that they're still
Mm.
looking for a Picasso. They're still trying. Maybe not everything's a hit, but they're trying. They're throwing things on the wall. They're still giving you that creative experience. But somebody like
Mm.
AP, they're gonna take the cloth off the picture and say, "Hey, I use red ink today. You pay me $1 million. I use red paint today." It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Check out this. The platinum Daytona the price has increased in US dollars, is now running 79,300. 79,300 for the base platinum Daytona. And then we have the diamond baguette available. 85,650. 85,000. Woo!
Wow. I remember when these came out, I want to say they were like 60 something, maybe even in the 50s. And nobody liked them. Only dealers had them. I remember a bunch of dealers wearing these. because people just didn't like the brown bezel. They were like, "Oh, we don't know what brown," but it's such a beautiful watch. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "This is a great looking watch."
And,
Yep.
and you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Me having the old platinum and having the Lamone as the new versions of the Daytona, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say the old Daytonas, how we say the old platinum Daytona, it feel better. It fit better in your hands. I mean,
Mm.
if you know, if you have if in your case you have opportunity to get a platinum Daytona for retail, you know, and it's going to be only the new one, so yeah, congratulations, go for it. But I believe that if I would come to you, ask for platinum Daytona between the new and the old, I think the old is a winner. What do you think?
I would actually agree with you, right? Because I'm a fan of some of those old, like to me, the Submariner 40, the Submariner 40 maxi case, that's a perfect. You don't touch the
Right.
Submariner, right? Like the 41 is great, but something about that 40 was just perfect. So to me, for the Daytona, solid case back. They refined it enough once they put the ceramic bezel. I didn't need a little bit of a slimmer case. I didn't need the lugs to be tuned up. I didn't need an exhibition case back. So I agree with you. Personally, I'm only hunting older generation Daytonas. And I think there is, just because they're slowly improving the case and the bracelet, but it just has a little bit of a different feel versus those older generation pieces. Like I agree with you 1,000%, and I feel the same way with Submariners as well. Something about a sub 40 just feel they had it right. They just had it right, and like maybe that was just it's nostalgia, but I think those old generation pieces, I'd agree with you there.
Nice, and by the way, the insert bezel, that's the thing I can tell you with the Lamont, because I do wearing the watch a lot. It does, you do scratch in a way that it look like you bend the metal or something. It doesn't
Yeah.
look good. It's not good idea they did.
So that's the issue, right? At first, I was like,
Yeah.
"This is nice because you're protecting the ceramic because you don't want to crack that ceramic." But in all reality,
Yeah.
most people don't hit it hard enough to crack ceramic. But
Yes.
steel is relatively soft, so you could ding steel just on the door, just on the wall, and
Also platinum because they
yeah, a
putting
platinum. Excuse me,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
platinum. So it's moldable. So you could just ding it. And the thing with the ding, because now you have this border up against the ceramic, you'll be able to see every little ding and dent that you put on your watch.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a big debate between the old one and the new one. The thing is, with the new one, the Diamond Baguette version, this is the one with the sticks, but the Diamond Baguette version has the brown rings. And on the old one, it's monochromatic. It's all
Yeah, but that was
all
what
nice
that
blue.
what but this would actually make it the old one cool with the baguette diamond, because you could see the difference. It was cool to see that big difference actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I liked about it, actually. So if you look at the current Diamond Baguette one, let me pull up an image here.
Look again before some people started to hate me regarding the new one. Yes, I said it, and I'm going to say again. If the AD call you, they offer you probably only new watches, right? So go ahead, buy them. But if you have opportunity really to to get a better piece, and you don't have the AD connection, I mean, the older pieces are king in my opinion, like you mentioned before, the sub, yeah, and of course the Daytona.
Yep. There is a new reference that doesn't have the brown rings, and it's this reference right here. Boom.
This is nice too.
This is the 126576 TBR. It is basically the platinum with the older looking dial, a full ice blue dial with diamond baguettes, with the invisible set diamond bezel.
So I do know of another blue dial, another platinum without the blue rings, but it's like a piece unique that was made. But it does exist out there.
Yeah.
A platinum without the brown dial, without the brown subdials or blue subdials.
This is
Yeah,
very, very cool.
and you know, when you go to the piece unique and platinum Daytonas, of course, you have the blue hands that they actually do.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I think Marcelo knows his stuff, man. I love it.
Mm.
Yeah. Guys, we're gonna say thank you for watching at this point. We still have 50 people watching, but let's get to 50 likes on the live stream. So before you leave, hit the upvote button. A few quick administrative notes. If you want to type in a comment in the chat, you'll see your comment pulled up on the screen there. We've enabled a new feature in beta called live screen chat, thanks to our partners at StreamYard and YouTube. So let us know, give us some feedback on that. If you're watching on the replay, let us know what you think about it. Take a screenshot of your comment live on the screen and send it to me. And I will put it on Instagram if you want. I'll tag you and put it on Instagram, or you can put it on Instagram yourself and tag me. And I will, I'll share it as well. And huge shout out again to our folks, our friends at Case in Time. It's a promo code Original OC. It's the brand new NASA moon case, a perfect watch roll to give as a gift. Buy a whole bunch of them for dads and grads or anybody's birthdays, anybody who wants to celebrate. Any watch fans that you have that love space travel or NASA, or they have moon swatches or whatever. This is an awesome case. Buy a whole bunch of them. Promo code Original OC. It's the biggest discount that you could get from Cased in Time. Check it out at casedintime.com. And I want to thank CQ, the watch guy, for joining me. His website is cqthewatchguy.com. Marcelo Time. I'll drop a link. Let me drop a link to Marcelo Time's channel too, even though you probably know what it is. Marcelo Time. Let's find this channel. And I'm dropping a link to that in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Marcelo Time. I just subscribed to CQ's channel, CQ the Watch Guy, and I enabled all notifications. So he's doing live streams now. So now he's competition.
No, not. We're friendly.
Okay.
There's no competition in the space. I'm just taking over the noon hour. You know, you're an afternoon night guy, so I'm just sliding into that morning noon time slot. That's all. You know, I'm just
subscribe.
We're getting the entertainment network going. That's all.
Subscribe to
fresh,
CQ.
Baby.
Yeah, it's all good. Subscribe to CQthewatchguy.com. And shout out to all my members. Really appreciate everyone who is a member here. If you're not a member, please click on the link that I'm dropping in the chat here to become a member. Upload the stream. We'll catch you tomorrow here on the OC channel. Oh, and by the way, before we leave, we got to remind you to, of course, reach for the crown. Have a great night, everyone. Peace out. Love you guys. Take care.
Have fun at tennis.
Yep. Heading to tennis. Peace out.